Welcome to the Anheuser Busch presentation. Please join us in welcoming Justin Allen, Senior Manager of Integrations, Business Transformation, and Dizelle Matthews, Business Development Representative from Anheuser Busch.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Justin Allen. I'm here with Dizelle Matthews. We are super excited to be here to speak about Anheuser Busch. I believe we have a quick video to share with you all, and then we'll hop right back into the presentation.
If you've got a dream, find the power to tap it, brew it, taste it, grow it, make it move. Connect that dream to the dreams of others. To turn it up, multiply it, scale it, get imaginative, innovative, a whole new dimension. At Anheuser Busch, you can go where your power takes you, which lets us all take the world someplace amazing. Let's pour it on. The power of you times the power of us.
Awesome. I really do love that video. So thank you guys for letting us join your session here today. Once again, my name is Justin Allen. I'm here with Dizelle Matthews. And today we're going to tell you a little bit about Anheuser Busch, give you a quick introduction to who we are and also who we are as a company, walk through our company culture, 10 principles, why we are more than beer, and then the best part, some early career opportunities and the recruitment process. So before we jump any further, I'm going to ask all of you to scan this QR code to join our talent community, hop in that recruitment process. This QR code will be shared a couple more times throughout the event today, but wanted to make sure that this was at the forefront so that you guys could start applying to some of these amazing jobs that we have in store for you. So first, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Justin Allen. I am the Senior Manager of Integrations in our Business Transformation team. I joined the company in 2017 as an intern. I'm going to speak a little bit about the internship process here today. I am currently on the integrations team. So what my team does is we execute all of the mergers and acquisitions that Anheuser Busch brings on a yearly basis, everything from our craft portfolio to our Beyond Beer portfolio, even to our vertically integrated sites like hop farms and barley and malt facilities. Dizelle, mind giving yourself a quick intro?
Sure. My name is Dizelle Matthews. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm one of the business developer representatives, short-term BDR in the high-end portfolio, and I'm in the sales department. I came on Anheuser Busch in 2019 as an independent contractor and became a full-time employee in 2020.
Awesome. Thank you, Dizelle. So now let's give a quick Anheuser Busch and actually an ABI overview. So Anheuser Busch is the North American subsidiary of Anheuser Busch InBev. Anheuser Busch InBev, our parent company with over 180,000 employees and yes, over 500 brands and over 150 companies, a truly global organization that produces phenomenal products all across the world. Today, we're going to mainly focus on Anheuser Busch. Anheuser Busch is a very old company. As you see here, began in 1857 by Adolphus Busch, a migrant from Germany. And then in the 1870s, Anheuser Busch becomes the first brewery in the country to use pasteurization to really help prolong the shelf life of our product. And that really spearheaded our foray into this industry to make us the big beer giant that we are known as today. So technologies like pasteurization, refrigerated rail cars, and our wonderful marketing throughout the years has really transformed this company and from a small St. Louis locally based company into the giant internationally and renowned beverage company that we are today. And today, as you see, just a couple boxes here about our timeline. We are rapidly growing. You'll notice a couple dates on this block of when some of our key products launched. 1896 was when Michelob was founded. 1982, Bud Light, our biggest beer to date, has been founded. And then towards the bottom, you'll see that we're growing very heavily in the acquisition space, merged with Anheuser with InBev in 2008, SAB Miller in 2016, and then most recently, 2020 with the Craft Beer Alliance. And that brings us to that full forward, global company with over 500 brands that we love to talk about. So a little more deep dive about who we are as a North America zone, who we are as Anheuser Busch. We have over 33 breweries. That includes our 12 macro breweries and other craft breweries that we have acquired through the years. And we brew over 100 brands in the United States. Once again, we're a very vertically integrated company. We have over 23 packaging operations, 23 wholesalers. But the one thing that we're really proud of, yes, we're a global company, but we primarily operate within the bounds of the United States. 98% of the beer that we do sell here is made in the US, and that is something that we are very proud of, in part to, or really driven by those 19,000 employees that we have spread out throughout the country. Now, from an operational perspective, of course, we have those 33 breweries and almost 50 other vertical integrations. But from a corporate perspective, we're really based out of St. Louis, where our North American headquarters is, and then New York City, which is our marketing and strategy office. So now I'm going to kick it over to Dizelle, and she's going to talk about some of the wonderful products that we make.
All right, guys. So some of our brands that you guys may have heard of is going to be like Busch, and it's from our core beer, as well as Stella, and also our craft beer, which is on the high end. You're going to hear some of like Kona, Goose Island, Golden Road, etc. And then we have some Beyond Beer, which is Babe, it's amazing wine, cut water, Bud Light, seltzer, etc., etc. So I'm pretty sure you guys heard some of these brands or saw some in the market as well. So here is the culture in 10 principles. So our company purpose is not just a tagline. We dream big to create a future with more cheers. And we stand behind that very well.
Yes, we do.
So our company principles, this is just 10 of them. And at the top 3, my favorite ones is number 1, we dream big, because we really do. Number 2, we are the owners who think long-term. And also number 10 is one of my favorite. We never take shortcuts, never. We always try to think everything in detail, make sure everything has a point A to point B. And we also like to make sure that the customer knows and loves that the products as well too.
Yes, we really do live and breathe these 10 principles. Dizelle, you hit on 2 of my favorites as well. I also love principle number 3. We are powered by great people and build diverse teams through inclusion and collaboration. We really do believe that the strength of this company has been within our people, and our people allow us to do great things. And one of the mechanisms that we use to get great people is recruitment events like this. So once again, we are so excited to be here, and we are so thankful to have this opportunity to share this content with you.
So more than beer, DI, accessibility and community. So more on this slide. So the purpose beyond beering. So here are some top 3 that we always focus on. One of the favorite ones is community. Always ready to help our neighbors in time of need. So from flood relief, wildfire relief, hurricane support, winter storms, and power outage. And then also from the sustainability, smart architectural, waters. Justin, please help me.
Yes, of course. From our general purpose, we are very, a company with a lot of depth. We want to make sure that we're having not only the right impact from a community perspective, but sustainability and DEI perspective as well. My favorite thing on this slide is really the DEI section. Promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace through partnerships like what brought us here today, the recruitment. We also have amazing supplier diversity programs and economic empowerment campaigns that, with the goal of making Anheuser Busch the most well-rounded company that empowers their employees and helps not only the company grow, but helps the employees grow. Giselle talked on a little bit as well about our sustainability initiatives. We're really keen on making sure that even though we are a massive company, we're doing all of our processes in the right way, leaving as small of an ecological footprint as possible. Down below are just a few of the initiatives that we've started, and I think we're going to hit on some more in the next slides. Yes. So first, let's talk about some of our internal DEI programs. So we have a dozen or so employee resource groups. You're looking at 9 of them right here. AB Inspira, which is our Latin American or Latinx resource group, Women in Beer, Porter Brown Society, PAC Asia, Prism, you name it. We have an employee resource group that meets on a routine basis, really just as an avenue for employees to connect on that deeper level, inside of work, outside of work, host events, to make sure that everyone feels welcome and empowered to make change here at AB. We have recruitment partnerships that we believe very heavily in. And then also some of our DEI impact. We partner with a lot of different organizations, whether that be governmental or more of a community-based organization, to make sure that we are really driving the DEI impact across the country that we want to see. A little bit more of a deep dive on the purpose of our sustainable future. One thing I want to call out here, as I mentioned, we are super in tune with our ecological footprint. We want to make sure that that is as small as possible. Something that I think was super awesome that we did as a company is that third box here, renewable and clean carbon. 100% of our purchased electricity came from renewable sources and comes from renewable sources as of 2021. That was actually a 2025 goal that our procurement and sustainability team really put the hammer down and said, we are going to hit this early, and we were able to do that. So that's something that we're super proud of. We also have initiatives such as water stewardship and circular packaging, but that renewable energy section really sticks out to me. And lastly, for the communities, we want to make sure, we have a very strong impact on our communities. This top left line here, $1 billion investment in the communities where we live and work. That's billion with a B. That is an amazing feat that we're really happy to share. We do water and rivershed projects, which also ties very neatly into our environmental impact. And then for our people, again, our strongest asset, more than 2,500 college scholarships awarded in the last 10 years, $17 million donated towards higher education. Can't bring in the best, most talented people if we're not willing to step up to the plate and give back to those educational institutions as well. So just a couple things that we're super passionate about as a company. And again, this whole section is just more about the purpose beyond brewing. Want to make sure that it's super clear that yes, we are a beer company, but we have a lot of depth and a lot of passion behind the causes that we represent. Cool. And now I'm going to talk quickly here about our 2023 early career opportunities. This is just an overview slide that gives a good glance at some of the career tracks that we are asking you all to apply to today. So at a very high level, there's the operations and manufacturing career track, there's the sales career track, business support career track, and the generalist career track. And these next slides, we're going to go through in a little more detail about what each slides represent. Operations and manufacturing. We're first going to start with supply chain. The supply chain is critical to our business. If you remember back to those first slides, the refrigerated rail car is really what allowed us to grow to the point we are today. We have that same level of focus in optimizing our supply chain. So the supply chain trainee program is not only a tongue twister, it is a great opportunity for you to get a hands-on view of our supply chain. It is a rotational program that allows you to hop around into different functions within our supply chain organization, get on the job training to learn how we at Anheuser Busch have mastered the art, but are still improving our supply chain operations. If you see in the bottom right, just as the rest of these early opportunity slides will be, there will be QR codes where you can apply for the internship or full-time position. Internship is over the summer, and full-time is a 6 to 10 month program that typically starts in August. So things to keep in mind as we run through the rest of these career tracks. Next is our Metal Container Corporation, or MCC. I think this is one of the coolest operational centers that we have at Anheuser Busch. The MCC is our packaging centers at Anheuser Busch. So all those cool graphics that you see on packages and cans really originates here. It's an extremely fast-paced environment. If you are interested in the roles of manufacturing, we believe in learning by doing. So in the MCC trainee program, you will be given critical skills training right off the bat, but then you will be in the thick of it with the MCC in the MCC sites, leading teams, making strategic decisions on how we operate and can and package our material. This is a super cool program, a newer program. And just like the supply chain, again, there's an internship and full-time. All majors are accepted, just like the above, looking for engineering and science majors. But we believe in diversity of thought. If you have a degree outside that and believe you can make an impact on this team, we would love to have you. And lastly, on the operations and manufacturing track, we have the brewing track. The brewing track is exactly what it sounds. You will be in the weeds of one of our amazing breweries, learning about the brewing process. Just like the MCC program, you'll be given some on-the-job training as well as some classroom style learning, and then you'll be placed in a role as a project leader or a group leader within the brewing team, and allowing you to make that impact right away. Like the above, engineering and science majors, but again, we respect the talent of the individual regardless of the major. We'd be happy to have you if you don't have if you're not studying one of those specific fields. Next, we're going to hop into the sales track. So the sales career track, also called the commercial trainee program, provides you an immersive experience in the sales operations of our wholesaler division. So our wholesalers are the organizational companies that allow our beer to get from the breweries all the way to the retailers like Walmart's, the Targets, the Circle K's, the 7-Elevens. Upon completion of this trainee program, you will receive a job opportunity to be placed at one of our wholesalers, to be on the front lines of how we sell our products into our retailers. So really cool opportunity for this one. Very similar. Full-time is a 6 to 10 month rotational program within our wholesalers. and then you'll be placed in a full-time position at one of the wholesalers. Internship, once again, 10 weeks. For this major, we're primarily looking for sales and business, people with business backgrounds. But again, all majors are accepted. I know tons of people without those backgrounds that have had a lot of success within the commercial training program. Next, we're going to talk about the business support career track. First, sustainability and procurement. We had a couple slides about this in the beginning. This is truly one of the things that we are very focused on, sustainability and procurement. This is only a full-time position, but it will expose you to all of the areas of our procurement and sustainability initiatives in order to jump into a full-time role after the completion of the program, which is 8 months. All majors are accepted. As you see, this little sub bullet here has just about every major that you could think of. So this is really an awesome career track where we're growing this sector, and it is really a high priority for us. Next is people. People is our term here at AB for human resources. The People Trainee Program will provide you a 360 degree view of the people organizations. Once again, both an internship and a trainee or in a full-time positions are available, very similar to the other career tracks above. It's a rotational program if you're in the full-time, and a 10-week internship, and all majors are accepted. And lastly, within the business support career track, my personal favorite, it's the one I joined in 2017 as an intern, and then went right into that full-time trainee program, is the technology trainee program. Really an amazing program. It's a project-based work where for the internship, and also project-based work for the full-time opportunity, where you will hop around through different areas of our business from a technological perspective. You may have projects supporting logistics, sales, marketing, finance, that allows you to get a well-rounded view of our technology landscape within North America. I say this all the time. In the year 2022, every company is a technology company, and AB is no different. We are trying to be at the forefront of technological innovation to make sure that we are equipping not only our teams, but our consumers with the bleeding edge of technology that we are able to produce. Once again, all majors are accepted. Computer science, information systems, engineering majors, strongly recommended to apply. But my coworker has a biology degree and was able to pick up these tech skills very quickly and have a lot of success in this field. So would encourage anyone that's interested in any of these fields, or any of these tracks, regardless of major, to apply. And lastly, wanted to highlight the generalist career tracks. We're going to talk about the global management trainee, both internship and full-time opportunity. The difference between the GMT and the other career tracks listed above is the GMT program is cross-functional. You will get a window into the business support career track, sales career track, operations, and manufacturing career tracks, all within one trainee program. So it's for people that are maybe undecided about what they want to lean into when they graduate college. This is an amazing opportunity where you can get a bird's eye view of all of the different functions across AB, and then at the conclusion of your trainee program, select the right one that fits your needs. Quickly here, want to just review the recruitment timeline. So applications opened in August. Events like this happening September through November, and also coinciding with interviews. So want to reiterate one final time, don't hesitate, open that QR code, apply as soon as possible, get your name in that slot so that we can begin that interview process. And then offers will begin rolling out in October through November of this year for jobs the following summer and fall. Here's a little more detailed view. Step one, apply. Step two, you will have a quick little assessment that you will take. And then, we're going to gather all your feedback, all of the answers from your assessments. It may take up to 4 weeks for you to hear back from us. Don't panic, it's normal. But if all things went smoothly, step four would be the first interview. If you were a GMT applicant, you would then have a business game directly after your interview. And then finally, step six, the final interview, which will be a panel style. And then step seven and the cheers are the fun ones where you have the offer and your program begins in 2023. Before we wrap up this presentation, I did want to highlight an amazing opportunity and program that we have at Anheuser Busch. It is the Budweiser Natalie Johnson Scholarship and Internship Program. Natalie Johnson was the first African-American female brewing director in North America. She did a great commercial actually with Dwayne Wade, where he announced that there would be a scholarship given in her name. And this is it. So this is an amazing scholarship and internship and full-time opportunity, wherein just similar to the brewing program, the applicants would apply for a summary brewery internship. And then upon receiving that internship would be granted up to $6,500 in scholarship aid for the 2022-2023 academic year. Eligibility requirements must be a sophomore or junior attending a 4-year HBCU university, 2.8 minimum GPA, and have a declared major in mechanical, electrical, industrial engineering, chemistry, or supply chain management or logistics. So once again, a amazing program that kicked off a few years ago. I was actually a mentor for one of the first group of Natalie Johnson Scholarship winners. So something that I am really passionate about, and just a phenomenal program that we have at AD. So you may be tired of seeing QR codes, but I'm going to show them one last time. Just do me a favor, scan all 3 of these events to check in, join our talent community, and then track our career applications. But once again, Giselle and I had an amazing time presenting to you today. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. And thank you again for letting us join. And now we will open it up for questions.
Yes, thank you so much for that very detailed presentation and selection process. So the Anheuser Busch team. My name is Revon Pauling, and I am one of the relationship managers for UNCF SPDP, Student Professional Development Programs Department. And like Justin mentioned, we, myself, along with Crystal Terry, we are the program leads for the Natalie Johnson Anheuser Busch Scholarship and Internship Program. So now, as a quick reminder, we just hope that you all, or encourage you all to use the Q&A chat box so that you are able to submit your questions for this portion of the presentation. And then we're actually just going to go ahead and get this started with the first question. Are all positions in person? If not, how do you make sure teammates get a chance to connect and build a rapport if it is fully remote, excuse me?
Yes, so we definitely believe that one in flexible work environments, but two, we believe that also teams get the most done when they can interact in person. So we do have technological resources such as Teams, Zoom meetings to allow those folks to connect, even if they are physically distant. But our offices are open, and if you're near an office, you're encouraged to join meetings in person.
Awesome. And as we close up and begin to transition, just wanted to remind everyone to please feel free to take a picture of these QR codes so that you can continue to get reminders and updates about all the wonderful things that is happening with Anheuser Busch.